Hi, it's Nicola Bird here again from the Simplicity Project, and welcome back to the second video of this new project that I'm doing at the moment. So what I'd like you to start off with thinking about today is, what is your one goal that's really important to you right now? And that might seem like a really simple question, but actually when I challenged myself to do this exercise, I actually found this was really, really hard. Just one goal. And I will ask you again at the beginning of the year to think of one for the next 12 months. But for now, I want you to think of one that is really important to you to achieve by the end of this year. Now, there's lots of things I'm going to be teaching you about how to set goals and how the kind of thinking and philosophy behind setting simple goals, which are the goals that are most in alignment with you. But at the moment, I just want you to answer that very simple question. What is the one goal that you'd really like to meet before the end of this year? Now, does that mean that you can't achieve any of your other targets? So, for example, if I set a goal around my business, does that mean that I'm not going to pay any attention to my kids or my health or my house or my friends? No, it doesn't mean that at all. What it means is that this one goal is going to be something, I'm going to teach you a load of strategies and techniques around how to be really, really simple in the way that you operate your life. And this one goal is going to be really important in that. So I'm going to be explaining more in future videos, but for now I just want you to choose the one. So for some of you it may be based around family, for some of you it may be based around career, for some of you it might be a business goal, for example. But one thing that's become really apparent to me through the simplicity reading that I've been doing is that anywhere that you start to feel overwhelmed in your life, that suggests a need for simplicity. So you may be feeling it in your email inbox, you may be feeling it in the school run, you may be feeling it in many different areas of your life, but where you're feeling overwhelmed, that indicates, right, there's a need for simplicity here. And the fastest way to simplicity is actually limitation. So that's why when you've got goals around what you're doing in terms of your health or with your family or your kids or your next holiday or lots of different areas in your life, I want you to place a limitation on that. And I want you to think, these other things are very important, but what is the one thing that's going to be the priority between now and the end of the year? And no, I'm not going to ask you to drop everything else. We are going to place some limitations on the other things that you're doing, but this one goal is really important. Now, for some of you, thinking of this one goal is quite a hard, tricky concept to kind of get your head around. Well, what is the one thing? What is the thing that I would really like? And I wanted to show you something to demonstrate a kind of, I don't know if it's a metaphor or an image to kind of show you what we often do and how our thinking gets clouded when we're trying to think of what is it that I really, really want. For some of you, this is going to be the first time that you've actually ever sat down and asked yourselves that question. For some of you, you've been asking it for years and you've got a whole list of things that you want. So this is how to get it down to the one goal. So when I ask you this question, quite often what happens with our thinking is that, I want to draw this analogy here with this jar here, which is some water, some mud in it. And quite often our thinking, especially when you're feeling overwhelmed, right? Your thinking is like that, right? It's all muggy, it's all grey and horrible and mucky and nasty. And I kind of, if I asked you, like, what's the fastest way to get that water back to clear? Some of you might say, well, I'd turn it this way up, maybe I'd boil it, maybe I'd look up on the internet how to do it. I'd go and find someone who's already done it and ask them how to do it. What's the quickest way to get this back to clear? I might turn it this way, I might do it this, I might sieve it, boil it, put water purification tablets in it, do all sorts of things to mess around with it, to try and do something to get this clear. But let me tell you, this is like our minds when we're really frustrated and overwhelmed with everything. And what I want to share with you is actually the fastest way to get clarity is just to leave this to sit. And in the length of time it will take you to, and even get one of these if you like. I mean, this is a bit of mud and a bit of water and a jam jar, right? And the amount of time that it takes you, we never do this, but like actually just to sit and wait for that moment of clarity. You don't need to do anything to decide on this goal. You don't need to research anything to decide on this goal. You don't need to go off and find what everybody else is doing and decide what they're doing would be a really good goal for you. I can guarantee if you sit by a window with a cup of tea and just do this, before you know it, there'll be clarity. And you'll know you'll feel within you what that one goal should be for you between now and the end of the year. So I'd love you to share with me what that one goal is. Just one sentence, a really clear sentence, because from this goal, we're going to simplify. For me, I'll share with you my goal is to turn my business jigsaw box into a sustainable and simple business by the end of this year. So I'll be able to look at my business and say, is it sustainable? Yes, completely. Is it simple? Yes, completely. And that's my overriding goal. Am I going to still spend time with my kids and my family and my health and do all the other things that are important to me? Of course I am. But that is going to take priority, and that's what I'm going to be making sure that the rest of the simplicity tools and techniques that I'm going to teach you all focus around that one goal. So share with me your goal. I'd really love to hear, because I'd love to continue and share this journey with you. As before, if you like these tools and tips, please do leave your email address to the side of this post and leave me a comment below. Love it if you would share this post and get these simplicity messages out to more people in the world. Okay, until next time, I'll speak to you soon. Take care.